Aritzia Clientele Sale Part 2. I really wish Aritzia wouldn't send everything in separate boxes, but here we are. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Steph, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Aritzia Clientele Sale Haul Part 2. So this is the second batch of stuff that's come in. I had a big shipment come in, and then everything else has been drifts and dribbles on pre-order. A lot of stuff just kind of arrived all at the same time, so I'm making it like this. There are a few pieces on TikTok if you guys want to see those as well, and then I have a couple pieces still to come. I'm gonna probably just put those on TikTok just because they have very different delivery times, and I don't want to like wait and then it's even more out of date, especially because a lot of the stuff is super seasonal and very summery and very appropriate, and I want you guys to see what they look like while you can still shop it. So with that being said, let's kind of jump into a very brief overview. Clientele is a twice-a-year sale that happens at Aritzia. It is invite only. The way you get invited is you have to build a sales history with the company. Now, there's a minimum spend to get into Clientele. I don't really know what that actually is. There's a lot of speculation. There's speculation about tiers and start dates and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if any of that is true. I do know that there's a minimum spend to get invited. There has to be. It's a VIP sale. So I would say a rule of thumb is $1,000 a year is probably going to be good. $1,000 a year at Aritzia is honestly super easy to hit. The average cost of a piece of clothing is probably about $100 Canadian. So 10 items of clothing over the course of a 12-month calendar year. It's not actually hard to do if you think like if you get a dress or two for the summer, a new pair of jeans, a couple like pairs of slacks for work, or a couple work blouses, a couple sweaters, sweatpants, you're pretty much there, right? So I would say a rule of thumb about $1,000 Canadian. Now there are, like I said, there's speculation, there's conspiracy about tiers and all of that sort of stuff, different start dates. If you log online the first day of the sale, and you have access to and you are Clientele and you have access to it, you will have access to it. I have not ever heard of or experienced different online start dates. Maybe when you can go in store is different, but the sale opens online at the same time for everybody who is invited in Canada. I also really want to stress and emphasize that the fact that I'm talking about this as a Canadian in Canada, shopping from a Canadian perspective, all of my currency is in Canadian dollars. So if you are American and the prices seem different, it's because it's in Canadian dollars. There's different pricing between Canada and the United States. 2, talking about shipping, talking about sizing, talking about customer service experiences, all of that sort of stuff. Again, different country to country. Again, talking about it as a Canadian. 3, not only have I worked at Aritzia, but I have also been a customer since they first opened here in Ontario in like 2005, 2006. The brand started in Vancouver much earlier than that, but it made it here to central/east coast Canada in the mid-aughts, and I have been shopping there ever since. So if you do the math, that's about 20 years of sales history. That's the other thing, is I have about 20 years of sales history at the company. If you go in and you look up my mother's phone number and the keep records back that far, there will be purchase history from so long ago. So my experience getting invited to Clientele, I have never needed to build a customer history with them because I have always had a phone number registered there, and then they started doing Clientele at some point. And because of that and the history and just it being truly one of the mainstay brands in my wardrobe for the longest time, I've never really had to think about it or worry about it. I always have just assumed that I've been invited. I have also shopped Clientele in the United States. Now, I don't know if they were technically allowed to give me the discount or not, but I walked in during Clientele and I was like, I know Clientele is going on. And I think they just kind of gave me the discount based on that. And I showed them my Canadian invite. So I don't know how like trusty that is to get that honored. It was in Boston. But like, I'm not gonna say that that's gonna work. But yeah, just like really want to like very strongly emphasize that this is from a Canadian perspective. I think in a lot of my FYI before you buy videos, sorry for like the little tangent and things, I really do put emphasis on the fact that I'm Canadian and I'm talking about it from a Canadian perspective. But then people, especially my neighbors to the south, because we have a lot of brands and things in common, and I, to some people, sound American, miss the part that I'm Canadian. I just really want to heavily emphasize, like, especially with sale and stuff, like discounts and pricing, it's all in Canadian dollars and it's all based on the discounts available in Canada. So please keep that in mind when I'm talking about prices. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the sale. So the first thing, this was from my like OG order. This is the Roundup Skort. I also really wanted one of their, they had linen squirts. They just never restocked stuff this year. It's so frustrating, and some of the things became unavailable during the sale when the night before they were available, and I was like, grr. But this is in the color Matte Pearl. I also got it in black. Now you're like, Steph, why do you get it in both colors? And there's a great answer for that, and I will make a video on this at some point. But I am the type of person, I am very fussy with fits. I'm very, like, how things fit with lengths and hems and all that sort of stuff. So if I like the way something looks and I like that it's comfortable and all that, I'll get something, one light, one dark, and maybe a bright color if I really, really like it. But that's my go-to, because if I like it and I want to wear it, I want to wear it in the colors that I want to wear it, and I want to have the versatility of having both light and dark in my wardrobe. That's just me. You can armchair diagnose what you will from that, but I personally like having one light, one dark, and so I got this also in black, which I'm very excited for this to arrive. It's a tailored little skirt, but it's a skort, and I liked the fact that the shorts were hidden underneath, kind of like ball shorts. I don't love it when it's shorts at the back and skirt at the front. I do think we should bring back like skirts like this in a big way though, because they're just, for summer, like having a skirt, such a breeze. I wore like a skirt out today while I was walking around, and like, you feel so secure, you feel so protected, you've got pockets and all these sorts of things. Anyways, so good. Bring back the skirt. I am obsessed. Okay, and then this, I got this in a size 4. This was $98 full price and about $78. It was like $78.40 or something on sale. $20 discount is pretty good for Aritzia, I've got to say. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. It does have a little mark on it. Wait, I can get that out. Next thing that I got is a pair of Levi's. These are the 50190s jeans in the color Ecru Booper, no damage. Booper, Bopper, Booper, B-O-O-P-E-R, Booper, right? Anyways, I got them in the size 25, which is my normal size in Levi's. These are a 30 length inseam. They are mid-rise, 100% cotton. They were $118 full price and $94.40 on sale. I really did not do Levi's for a while. I don't know why. I just like never really shopped Levi's. And then last summer I got my first pair, my second pair maybe, of comfortable Levi's. I got a pair of 501s, and I got a pair of 50190s. Obsessed with the 90s. I wear them all the time. They're so comfortable. So I was like, again, dark, light. This is the light pair. If you like it, get it in the other neutral that you like. This dress was kind of a track down. This is the Babaton Intro cotton dress. I just loved how this looked on the the e-commerce shoot. I thought that the model, she looked so beautiful, so put together. It is just like a really simple poplin dress, very structured, but I liked, ooh, there's makeup. I'm gonna have to clean that. That's so gross. Okay. Okay, so I liked how like simple and structured this looked. It was like a little bit of a, it has like a little bit of a collar, a deep V, and I thought either for work or for a more formal, well, a more formal like lunchy dinner situation, a pair of heels or a pair of ballet flats would be really cute. I also thought if I ever do actually get a black leather belt or something, cinching that in, that would be awesome. Got this in a size 4. The one thing about Aritzia, okay, Aritzia shipped this with makeup on it. I will remove it because this dress was so hard to get my hands on. But like, they need to do a better job with that. Like, that's so unsanitary. I really wish that they would fix it, you know? Okay, so this dress was $148 full price. This dress was $148 full price and $118.40 on sale. It's in the color bright white. There was also a black, but the black unfortunately was totally sold out. So we're just stuck with just the white, which is okay. But it was really, really cute, and I'm very excited to kind of style this up. It's very classy, and I think it's like good to like lean into the little classy side. Plus I was like, if I have any work stuff or anything this summer, something light like that covers my shoulders is going to be perfect. Next is the Element tube top. This has been on my list forever. So I finally got it. I did not get a linen one. I got the regular one because I was like, I love linen and I love how linen looks, but a linen like top like this is just, it's so limited season wise, right? Even though I probably also won't wear this in like the dead of winter, but I thought if it was this like the suiting material, it would be a little bit more versatile. I got this in the like dark navy stripes, and I thought it was a little softer than the black. Sometimes Aritzia black is a little too like it's a little, it's not harsh, it's actually a little bit like gray sometimes in my opinion, but I like the warmth that the navy has, and I think it's a little bit softer, especially wearing it with jeans or something more casually. I got this in a size 4. This was this was $110 full price. It was $88 on sale, which is actually pretty good. Like the 20% really does make a difference. Like when it's 10% on sale, it's kind of like, it's not even the tax, but with 20%, yeah, you feel like you get a good deal. Tax in Ontario is 13%, by the way, if you don't live in Ontario. So you will know what I'm talking about when I say like 10% doesn't cover the tax. You're like, eh. Anyways, love this. I'm so excited. It's been on my list forever. Okay, two more things. I got a pair of Levi's 501 shorts. This is my second pair this year, pretty much, of this. I got another color in Singapore. I'm not a huge fan of that color, to be honest with you. I really love this color. This is No Referee. It's like a very mid-tone. I got a size 26. I like to size up in my Levi's shorts. I'm normally a size 25, but I like to size up because I find the leg holes on their shorts for some reason just, like, I know that they're effectively just cut off jeans, but like something about it, it just, no, it digs. It's too tight. The leg holes need to be bigger. So I size up to get a little bit more room in the thigh. And then I just kind of take the L on the waist. It's not a huge deal. I like it when my shorts are a bit baggy. I'm not super into a super tight denim short anyways. They are a teensy bit short for me day to day, but when I want a denim short, this is the denim short that I have been reaching for in the other color. So I was like, I'll get a color that I actually like and be done with it. You know what I mean? You feel me? So yeah, Love these, obsessed. I love the color. I want this color in actual denim, so maybe I'll do a look for that. Final thing is another cami. I have just been like on the hunt for a very nice and comfortable, no bra camisole tank situation. This is the Aritzia Original Contour Square Neck Cami Tank. I got it in a size small and in black because they didn't have any whites available, I think. Like some of the inventory this year, guys, was so strange. And definitely when I did my first big order, I was like, okay, it's okay. But then when I went back around to pick up the little bits that I was like, I'm still missing these. Yeah, I was like, oh gosh, it's really quite rough out here. So yeah, it was not good. This was $38 on sale. Oh, sorry, this was $38 full price, $30 on sale, and I got a size small. I really like their contour stuff. I have quite a few tops in this material, so I know that the top wise, like I was going to like it. It's really just if it's kind of comfy and stretchy enough. I'm having this thing where I have tops that in the spring and in the fall, I really like to wear them, and I would really classify them more as summer type tops because they're kind of little and they're like this, like bodycon sort of thing. But because it's so humid here in the summer, it's so hot, that putting on something that tight is really uncomfortable for me. It really just makes me so overstimulated. So I'm trying to find a tank or something like that that is tight, is form-fitting, but is not so stiff in the form-fittingness, like not so contouring and like has so much compression that I feel like I'm in sausage casing effectively. Very niche problem. It definitely is like I get overstimulated by that and I get a little claustrophobic within the top. So hopefully this is that happy middle ground. I really like the material, very comfy, and I think because it's like a little strappy cami, I'm not gonna be too like, it's not too much fabric, you know? Fingers crossed. But I'm gonna stop rambling and let's try this all on, and I'll give you guys some first impressions with stuff on. Okay, Element Tube top. I really like it. It's very comfortable. It is a bit tricky to put on by yourself. I didn't get the zipper up all the way because it has a like plastic grip up here that does help it from not sliding down, which is great. But you can't like do it up and then like do it up like this and then spin it around. So it's a little bit tricky. However, once it's on, it's really nice. It's really flattering. It has these like side slits to it, which I quite like. Into that. Very cute, very flattering, hugs the waist. I'm also wearing the 90s jeans. I have these in another color, so I'm not surprised with how they fit. I really like them. Of course, they're some of my favorite pair of jeans. They are mid-rise, so they're about here. I will lift up so you guys can see. Very comfortable. I find mid-rise very flattering in terms of top length on me. I find a lot of tops sit right at that perfect point where it kind of either is a little bit of skin exposed or the top sits just below the waistband so that it's all nice and clean, but the top's not too long or too short. Love that. Great vibe. Love these jeans. I will give this top a 9 out of 10. I'm going to dock a point for how hard it is to do it by myself, but I'm not going to take too much off of that because that's more like a me problem. I also, like I said, I really like this pinstriping. If I come close, you guys can kind of see. It's cute. It's a lot softer than a black, which I said. It's nice, especially in the summer. Like, I love black and I love how crisp it looks. However, something like a navy, which is a little, like I keep saying, it's a little softer, it's a little bit lighter. When I'm paler and when I'm more tanned, I like it because it's a little bit less contrasty and it's a little bit less stark. Love that. Jeans, great. They're this like off-white kind of natural canvasy color. Love it. You can't go wrong. And like
like I said, I already have a pair of these, so this was a no-brainer for me. 10 out of 10 on the jeans. Okay, round of skirt in the matte pearl color. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's very short, I will say. Like, yeah, definitely if it wasn't a skirt, it would be a little uncomfy. But because it's skirt, so comfy, so easy, no stress. I have not felt so secure in a mini skirt in a while. Like I said, I love the fact that it is a skirt with just a built-in pair of shorts underneath. I really wish more companies would do this. The material is really nice and stretchy around my thighs. The waistband is a little, like, not super stretchy at all. Same material, but it does have a little bit of lining. Quite comfy. I do think it's true to size. If you think I'm a size 4, this is how the 4 fits me. I think if you are a bit shorter than I am, you will feel like the skirt is probably just nice. It's a teensy bit short, and I'm hoping that the shorts kind of like stay hidden underneath. Fingers crossed. However, I do really like it. I will give it a 8.5 out of 10. I'm gonna dock 1 point for not having a super stretchy waistband. Like, not super stretchy, but just like this, the waistband could definitely have been a little bit stretchier, a little bit more forgiving. And then a 0.5 point for the length. I think it needed to be just like 2 centimeters longer, and it would have been perfect. But yeah, I love it. I paired it with this Crop Shop Boutique little black low back tank, which the color match is really nice because this is off-white. It is not a true white at all. It's almost like a greigey kind of color, if I'm being honest. Yeah, like it's not really white, it's not really gray. It's definitely like, if you think of pearl, it is that sort of color, and not like a very white pearl, but yeah. Overall, I really do like it, and I'm so excited for the black to come in because I think I'll wear the black even more than this white color. All right, this is the Babaton intro dress. It's perfect. I really wish though that they had not given me obviously like a return or one from like the store floor, just because it is gonna need a little bit of cleaning and steaming. But it is so flattering. It like fits perfectly around the rib cage. It's quite comfortable. It doesn't have really any stretch points to it though, so it's a little bit tricky on the sizing around the chest. For me, it does fit me perfectly. I love how it looks. I love the fit and flare. I really wish that they would do this situation with a few different necklines, just because it's very flattering and I really like it. Overall, I will give her a 9 out of 10. But Aritzia, please do much better with your shipping and quality. All right. Let's start with the shorts, because the shorts are a new color. Love these, love the color. They are a bit short for me for like day to day. I don't know why. Like, I'm just not in my like little jean short era, but I like them for very casual days or wearing with like a sweater, something like that. I feel like right now what I really want in my like, when I'm wearing little shorts like this, I want balance. So I probably wouldn't wear it with a top like this. I'd probably wear it with like a sweater or something like that, like something a little bit bigger on top, just to balance it out, because I feel like it's a little short, but they're so comfy and I love this color. So I'm gonna look for jeans in this color probably, because I really like it. It's like my perfect, in my mind, my like ideal mid, sort of light mid Levi's wash. This tank is, I think, besides the intro dress, this is the winner of the haul, okay? So comfortable, very flattering, hits right at the right point. I am gonna look on the website literally as soon as I stop filming to see if I can get another one, and maybe a white one or a navy one, because I really like it. It's so comfortable, hits me right kind of below my belly button for me. So for a waist length kind of top, it's perfect because like I said, with high rise, it works great. I like to wear a lot of mid rise, so it just leaves the tiniest bit of stomach exposed, which I like. I think that's very cute and very comfy. The straps are comfy. It's breathable enough. I love it. So good. Right. That's all the clothes to try on.